The CCI NMA level crossing alerts indicator is available for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on your chart. Additionally, traders can read this page to learn about the functionality and operation of the indicator. From the Navigator section, select the indicator file and drag it onto the chart to run the indicator. Once the indicator is loaded onto the chart, an oscillator window will appear at the bottom of the chart. The CCI NMA level crossing alerts indicator is an advanced and enhanced version of the CCI indicator, which is smoothed using the NMA natural moving average indicator. It generates more reliable signals compared to the classic CCI version and also filters out extra noise within the oscillator. Traders can use this indicator to identify bullish and bearish trends in the market. When the oscillator line moves upward from the positive 5 level and turns green, a buy trade is entered. And when the oscillator line is orange and falls below the negative 50 level, a sell trade is entered in the market. This indicator is especially useful for identifying positive and negative divergences on the chart. In this section, a negative divergence has been identified for us, where the oscillator forms lower highs while the chart forms higher highs, indicating weakness in the price movement within the trend, and after that, we see that the price starts to move downward. In the settings section, under Inputs, there are options available for us. In the first input, we can set the calculation period for the CCI. In the next option, we can choose the calculation type, which allows us to determine whether the calculation is based on the closing price, opening price, highest price, lowest price, or other criteria from here. In the next option, the ability to set the smoothing calculation period is provided here. In the following option, there is also a parameter for the NMA period, which we can set here. In the subsequent sections, we can adjust the oscillator line thickness, overbought level, oversold level, and also enable or disable the alert status in this part. In the first section, we can enable or disable the alert notification. If this option is disabled and set to false, the other options will not be functional either. However, if we set this option to true, we can enable or disable the alert notification for when the oscillator line enters the overbought or oversold zones in the next input. This means that when the oscillator line enters the overbought or oversold zone, an alert will be triggered for us. In the next input, we can enable or disable the alert notification for when the oscillator line exits the overbought or oversold zones. For example, when the oscillator line exits this zone, an alert will be triggered for us. In the next option, we can enable or disable the alert notification for when our candle is still open. Here we have a candle that enters the overbought or oversold zone or exits these zones. If we set this option to true, the alert will be triggered for us with the same main candle that has not yet closed. But if we set it to false, the alert will be triggered for us after the candle has closed. In the next option, we can enable or disable the alert notification as a message on the screen. In the next input, we have the ability to enable or disable the alert as a sound notification, which we can activate or deactivate here. And in the next option, we can enable or disable the alert notification via email. If we set this option to true, we must have already completed the email settings in the Tools section under Options, so that the alert can be sent to the email. In the last input, we can specify the file for the type of sound used for the alert notification. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be happy if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comment section.